I forgive myself for moving any type of way that didn't reflect how deep I value myself. Absolutely. Shout out to the author of this quote. Collective. You're the type of individual who mastered the art of self forgiveness, right? You used to be the type of person who would be so hard on yourself. And it stemmed from, your own family being overly critical of you as a child and growing up. It was like your life was under so much scrutiny. It was like you live under a microscope or a magnifying glass. Like it seemed like your life was always being watched and judged and scrutinized by the very people that you so-called love and grew up with, And you never really had a fair chance to express. You never really had a fair chance to really be yourself because it's like you're always walking on eggshells. And so you used to be the type of person where you would do things and you would judge yourself so much. You would make mistakes after mistakes after mistakes and you would beat yourself up over and over and over again for it. And even like some mistakes like that you've did to other people, like people have forgiven you for like, oh, it's cool, whatever. But again, you're still so hard. Like you would still be hard on yourself, and the person that should be mad wasn't mad and long gone, forgot about it. But see, you, because you grew up being overly critical, it stuck with you, so you beat yourself up even more over something that wasn't that serious. And, for so long you used to be like this, Collective, where you would not forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you would do things to sabotage yourself because you didn't view yourself in the best way possible. You were programmed to judge yourself. So when you made mistakes, you sometimes punished yourself more than the person would have done. So now you've really learned how to forgive because you went down this healing journey and you decided to say, hey, I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I'm not going to be perfect, but what I need to know is I can forgive myself and give myself grace for the things that I've done, for things that I wasn't aware of. I made mistakes because I didn't know. I wasn't aware, but now that I'm aware, now that I know, I'm not making these same mistakes, right? So you're someone now who's really come to terms with yourself. You've really gotten to know yourself on a personal level. And because of this, you're able to forgive yourself so easily now, where it's water under a bridge. So many things have no effect on you that you forget that certain things happen. That's how free you are now. It's literally a 180, Collective, because you release the need to be perfect. You release that need. You were somebody who had this perfectionism problem where you had to do everything right, and if it wasn't perfect, you were let down, or if people weren't impressed by it, you felt like you weren't successful, but all of that is out the window now. You don't strive for perfection. You understand that there's beauty in imperfection, and you know that now, and you don't hold yourself to that regard of everything has to be perfect, everything has to work out. No, you let go of that pressure. And because you let go of that pressure, you this is how you value yourself now. Because before you didn't value yourself, so you would just overly criticize yourself. But now that you've developed this value for yourself and appreciation for yourself, you know, you don't, it's like the things that you've done in the past, it's water under a bridge. You don't hold any resentment towards yourself. Like, you don't beat yourself up like, damn, I'm so stupid. I wish I would have did this differently. No, you don't look at your past like that now. You look at your past like, whoa, look at how far I came, and everything that I've gone through has gotten me to the point of who I am and made me who I am today. So I can only be thankful for everything that I've done and all the mistakes that I've made, because I am who I am today because of it. And collective, you've came to that realization that, listen, I forgive myself for, you know, moving in a way that violated myself, but, you know, I'm moving on from that. Like, I'm not beating myself up from those things. I forgive myself, I leave them in the past, and now I'm moving on. That is growth. That is a powerful growth, and you can't sleep on it. And I'm just here to help you acknowledge that. And I'm proud of you, collective. And if this is you, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Also, if this is your first time here on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I want you a part of our tribe. And if you're returning, thank y'all so much for your continued support. Y'all know I freaking love y'all, and I love loyalty. Hit that like button, share the video, and y'all know I'm going to talk to y'all on my next one. Later, signing out. Core. Bye.